So what is up, Africana fam? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I turned this super simple closure wig into looking like it is growing out of my scalp. And this install is 100% glueless, no glue included, as y'all can see, okay? It is latest laid. So if you want to see how I achieve this look from start to finish, then keep on watching. So today's hair sponsor is from Isee Hair. I have their 26-inch straight 9x6 HD lace wig, and this is their M cap wear. As you guys can see as I'm unboxing it, the boxing is super cute. It comes with accessories, some info cards, some lashes, and this is the wig itself. As I can see, the hairline is pre-plucked and also pre-bleached, and the lace is pre-cut. This is my first time actually having a wear and go type of wig where I can literally just almost do nothing with this wig, but y'all know I'm a little bit extra. I always gotta add a little Africana pizzazz to the wig. So the wig did come pre-parted, and I definitely wanted to go for like this super flat side part, almost Aaliyah-ish type hairstyle. So what I did is just shifted the wig to the side a little bit just so we could have a little bit of a side part action. And as I can see, there is so much space on the lace for me to do all types of crazy parts. And I feel like this is the perfect wig for beginners that want to have that frontal effect but not have the frontal maintenance with this. This is super glueless and it fits snug, especially because of their M cap design that they have their wig, where it just fits so snug on the hair and like there's no flaps in the lace as well. So right now I just went ahead and parted a little C-part curve on the lace, and I'm using my hot comb. This is my Indus hot comb on the hottest setting, and I'm just training the hair to just go in the place that I want it to in the side part. And now again, because I'm adding a little bit pizzazz and I wanted to add a little bit color to this because I do rock black hair a lot, I wanted to add some blue highlights. So I am taking a piece on each side of the part, like probably like a good big chunk of the hair, and parting it away from the rest of the hair that I'm going to keep black. And once I'm done on the first side, I am going to go on the second side. You do want to make sure that they do align, and one isn't necessarily quote unquote bigger or more far back than the other. They are aligned pretty well and evenly, and I'm just braiding them away from the rest of the hair that I am keeping black. And I'm going to go ahead and use my scrunchie just to tie off the rest of the hair. So now once that is done, now it's on to the bleaching. I am using my Clairol Professionals BW2 powder in my Salon Care 40 volume developer to lift up this hair to be a nice blonde to prep it for our blue. So you're gonna go ahead and get your mixing bowl and also a dye brush. And I am gonna go ahead and use 4 scoops of bleach and then pour some developer on there. I don't really have a ratio for the developer. I just want to make sure that it is nice and not too dry but not too liquidy either. So you're just going to pour little by little and keep on mixing it until you get your desired consistency. And please wear gloves because the bleach do burn, okay? So right now what I'm doing is I went ahead and combed out the braid that I did to set apart the piece, and I am going to go ahead and use my rat tail comb and tease the hair. This will kind of help it have that gradient effect, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. You don't want to have like a super harsh effect or harsh line when it comes to the bleach. So just going ahead and teasing it will definitely help you with those sharp lines. You just want it to just kind of slowly go into the blue and not be completely just harsh. So what I like to go ahead and do is when I first apply the bleach, I am going to go ahead and have the brush horizontally, and then once I get towards the root where I wanted to grade out or to have a gradient effect, I am going to go in a horizontal way just so we can have hair-like strokes, as you guys can see. So you want to make sure that that patch is super saturated with bleach because you don't want it to dry out and for it to not dye completely. And I'm just going to go ahead and use some foil right afterwards just to keep the hair wet and to also help it lift faster. And as you can see, I'm using just like my index and my middle finger just to kind of like, you know, also help with the gradient effect. That's just my little trick. And I am gonna go ahead and put some bleach onto the foil just so that the hair can stay wet. And I am just gonna go ahead and place the hair on that foil and close it on each side so that it is not super dry. And again, just keep on having the hair super saturated. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the next side. I'm gonna go ahead and tease the hair upwards just so that we can have that nice gradient effect, and then comb out the rest of the hair at the bottom just so that there's no kinks and everything is combed out. And again, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some of that bleach on there and making sure that it is nice and saturated. Now I am gonna go in vertical strokes just to give those hair-like / gradient effect. And now to really get that bleach in there, as you guys can see, I go side by side into the hair, just making sure that each strand is saturated because this is a bigger chunk of hair. And I do just want to make sure that everything gets in there. So that's just a little trick. As you guys can see, I'm just going back and forth in between the hair just to kind of spread out the hair and making sure that all that bleach gets on there. And then painting the foil with some bleach and repainting the hair and putting it on the foil. And this will just help the hair just stay wet as possible while it is drying, because once it dries out, the bleaching power isn't as strong as it was before. And I'm just going to go ahead and close up each side and then fold the bottom just so that no air gets in there. And I let that sit for about 30 to 45 minutes. And now I'm gonna go ahead and double check it. As you guys can see, the hair did lift, but it didn't lift to like a good level 6 or a level 7. This is definitely giving more on the orange / brassier side of blonde, and this is more of a honey blonde. So I'm gonna apply some more bleach on there. Usually people would wash off the hair and let it dry and then redo it, but I just decided to go ahead and just reapply the dye on the bleach already. And then once I'm done reapplying it, I am going to go ahead and do the same thing with the tin foil and then close it up. And now we're just going to go ahead and repeat that same process on the other side as well. Making sure that hair is super saturated with the bleach, going back and forth into the hair, making sure that every strand gets in there or gets saturated with some bleach, and then use the tin foil to go ahead and let it lift. Now I went ahead and left it on for an hour or so until it turned this nice yellow. And this is the kind of yellow that I am looking for. I went ahead and washed it off camera with just some regular shampoo and conditioner and some purple shampoo. And now onto the dye. I am using my Adore Indigo Blue dye, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use my dye brush and apply that dye all over the blonde. Now you wanna make sure that you get every single strand, because sometimes you could miss it and you don't want to miss it. So go ahead and apply it to every single strand. I did went ahead and cut the bigger piece in half just so I could get the dye really saturated in there, because I don't want any brown pieces with the blue. It wouldn't look right. So now once that is air dried, I am now going to go ahead and apply my lace tint. I'm using my smeared lace tint from Amasleo Bay, and this is in the color Mocha. And I am going to go ahead and spray just one layer on there and spray it completely until it's dry. And now once we're done, I am going to go ahead and start prepping my hair for my quote-unquote install. And I'm using my Andis hot comb on the hottest setting just to flatten out any flyaways and just to make the hair look more flat and, you know, neat. Now, once I'm done with that, I am gonna go ahead and use my OGX Moroccan Argan Oil, and I use about a dime size just to go ahead and put that all over the hair. And this will just serve like as a heat protectant slash smoothing serum. And I am gonna go in sections and flat iron the hair on the hottest setting as well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use my rat tail comb to use the trace method. So I have the rat tail comb right underneath the flat iron just to have it super duper straight. And now this is how the hair looks like on me. As y'all can see, it's looking nice, but we could do a little bit more with that. So right now I'm just gonna go in and cut some inches off. I didn't cut off too much, but I did cut off a little bit just so I could have some blunt ends. The hair is naturally thick, but I did want that more even type effect and not necessarily that layered effect that hair sometimes come in. So I am gonna go ahead and cut straight across just as my base cut for this type of style that I am doing. And now once I am done with that, I am gonna go in with my shears and start cutting some layers. As you guys can see, the closure part is a little bit shorter than my actual hair, so I did want to just give more layers. And overall, just kind of have that Aaliyah effect. I feel like Aaliyah had like, you know, straight, long layers, and that's what I'm trying to go for. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut in a diagonal downwards with my shears on each section, and then just cut off where I last cut off at. And that's pretty much how I did this look. And then I am gonna go back in with my shears and then cut in an upwards motion just so I could cut off some of that weight off the bottom and to give it more of a layered look. And now I am using my flat iron just to bump the ends, and I'm bumping them inwards slash towards my face so we could get that bump look. And last but not least, I am gonna do just one baby hair because I feel like a side part is not complete without a baby hair. And I went ahead and cut my baby hair about an inch long, and then I'm using my Nairobi setting lotion just to go ahead and pretty much, you know, just do my little one swoop. And I'm using my baby hair comb just to create that swoop. And these are the finished results, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you are enjoying this look. I did wear this look for my birthday. My birthday just passed, you know. Aquarius gang, what up? But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick glueless look, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.